Ahead on Daytime Buffalo, some members of the Western New York community are carrying on for Karen through their fundraising efforts for breast cancer, and we have details on how you can show their efforts and support them. And later, beat the winter gloom in your home with a fresh coat of paint from Darling Paint. More details on that coming up right now on Daytime Buffalo. Good afternoon, hello, and welcome to Daytime Buffalo. I'm your host, Chelsea Lavelle. Well, there's an annual fundraiser that's raising money for local breast cancer warriors, and I'm joined now by the organizers, Jennifer and Mary Alice, with more details on how they're carrying on for Karen. Welcome, ladies. Thanks for joining me.
Good morning.
Thank you for having us.
Of course. Can you start off by telling us about Karen's story and how this raffle basket began years ago?
Sure. The raffle itself is in honor of Karen Kovach, Jennifer's aunt, my best friend, and we lost Karen 5 years ago to breast cancer, but she was diagnosed way back in the early 2000s, and at that time she was working at Children's Hospital and said, you know what, I want to go ahead and do something for the community. So immediately after she was diagnosed, she started having a basket raffle of her own at the hospital. She had 7 baskets the first time. She worked with the medical lab techs, and they put the baskets out, and she started raising money that way. And then we have continued to carry on after her passing and do the same thing.
Wow. So how has this basket raffle grown since it started?
So from 2006 to 2019, it was at Children's Hospital where she worked. And then after she died in 2021, Mary Alice was principal at St. Benedict's School, so we expanded it there. One of the first things we said after she died is we want to make sure that her legacy continues on. So it's still the same lab techs that are working, it's family and friends. And we've since gone now to Classics 5, and we want to really shout out Classics 5. They graciously donate the room space every year.
And where is that located?
On Niagara Falls Boulevard in Amherst.
Nice.
But it's really grown. Last year we had 120 baskets.
Okay.
Yeah.
And how much money have you been able to raise in years past with these raffle baskets?
When Karen was doing it, she raised about over $50,000. In the 5 years that we've been doing it, we've raised over $64,000
Oh my goodness.
doing it. Last year we raised 18. This year our goal is a lofty 25,000, which for a 2-day event is a big goal, but I'm sure we're going to reach it.
That is incredible. Do you want to talk more about what the proceeds are actually going towards?
So the proceeds are donated to Roswell for metastatic breast cancer research. She was a patient at Roswell, and it was really just a focus of wanting nobody else to ever have to go through a diagnosis of metastatic breast cancer.
Okay. You brought in a basket for us to see what they're like. Tell us about this one and some of the others that you have.
So out of the 120 baskets, we have the most amazing baskets because every single one is made by a friend, a coworker, or a neighbor. So this basket's over $1,000 value. It has a $500 Ulta gift card. It has a $250 Sephora, a beautiful blanket, Lux shoes. And then Clayton's Toy Store graciously donates a $500 gift card every year. So we raffle that off. We also brought one of the children's basket items, which is our adorable pig that we have. So there's a lot of variety. There's also gift cards from all sorts of restaurants and stores in Western New York. So the quality of our baskets is just incredible.
Yes. Where can people go to donate funds?
So we really would like everyone to come out to the basket raffle this weekend. It's Friday, January 30th from 4 to 9, and Saturday, January 31st from 9 to 4. That's at Classics 5 on Niagara Falls Boulevard in Amherst. But if you can't make it out, we do have a donation page. We're part of Team Roswell. So if you go on our Facebook, we'll have a link there that you can donate.
I love it. Okay. Now, I do know that you said you have about 100 raffle baskets?
Yeah.
Okay, so it seems like you've got plenty. Are you looking for more? And if so, how can people donate?
Not this year, but definitely if you would like to get involved next year, reach out to us on our Facebook, and we will certainly take any baskets. And we love when people are really creative. I think one of the ones we have this year is a movie projector, which is really fun.
Yeah. Talk more about what the actual event will look like besides just, the auctioning off of the baskets.
So Classics 5 is a beautiful venue on Niagara Falls Boulevard. And it's almost like a family party in Karen's honor. When people come to it. You'll get to meet Karen's husband, Paul, who was instrumental again in making sure that her legacy was carried on. And coworkers from Children's Hospital, their doctors, nurses. She also worked for the Hemophiliac Center of Western New York. Those people are going to be there. We have cookies for sale, and it's a nice event. If you know anybody that's battling breast cancer or that has a breast cancer survivor, it's just such a great way to come out and support such a thing that is prevalent in so many people's lives. Metastatic breast cancer is the #2 killer of females, and so it's so important, and all of our money goes to metastatic breast cancer research because we need a cure for this. And I just want to give a shout out. Our Facebook page is Carry On for Karen.
Okay.
So you can follow us there.
I love it. Alrighty. Is there anything else you want our viewers to know about this?
We really just want to say, you know, she was diagnosed in 2005, and the year after, when she's going through all of these treatments, her thought was she wants to give back and she wants to make sure that there's a cure at some point, and she's raising money for a cure that she probably would never see in her lifetime. And so it's just that legacy was so important for us to carry on.
Absolutely. For Karen. Thank you so much for coming in and sharing more about this. Viewers, if you'd like to learn more about this basket raffle and how you can donate, you can connect with them on Facebook at Carry On for Karen. Thanks again for coming in.
Thank you, Chelsea.
Thank you.